Oh, motherfuckers! Hello, 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 and it's me again, once again. And as I say on the title, this is the essence of selling players and transform your shit team into champion material. And as you can see by this weird little display, I got like 3 of my saves here that I'm gonna use to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So the first one, without further ado, let's go. So the first one here is from my Artist AI challenge with Sintra, a Portuguese club from the middle of fucking nowhere. And I have this here because, as you can see, as I am finishing the league, and I could have done this earlier, because one thing that I have to explain is when you're in Europe and you are in a league that has some money, I mean the G5, like England, Italy, Spain, France and Germany, and plus like the Netherlands, Portugal, some other from the West that I'm missing. Not really, but European clubs that have European teams that have some money, and especially when you're progressing from the shits. Usually, I started like this career, for example, Second Division B with Central. So as I move to the second division, I'm gonna just dump all this shit team, okay, and buy a way better team and get money out of it too. So I'm gonna get a better team, I'm gonna get more money in my bank, and I'm gonna get a better salary range too, okay? The salary range depends, sometimes you might be lucky, like Central was a shitty club, and I got luck, but this was the scenario. So basically I did the last game of the season here with Sintra. As you can check out on this video, I'm defining the training for all intensive preseason mode for me. If you follow my videos, you'll have all the answers there. Okay, and after this moment, I'm probably gonna look at my squad. There I am, and I'm starting to sell. I'm gonna like sell a lot of players. So Alma here, I'm like, I'm gonna get better, sell him. Serrano, as you can see, I just put them all listed. If I get offers, I will negotiate. I don't necessarily negotiate like with trading my player with the best player they have, so they will give me the maximum amount of money possible that they'll have in their pockets or whatever. Usually I get really good deals, better than the deals before. But the main thing is, you don't expect that my second division B players are gonna actually be relevant for the future of my club. Of course they won't. So why wouldn't I maximize the profit out of it? And then in the next season I'm gonna do the same. So as you can see, I'm just like selling. This is the 16th of the 5th, as you can see here. So we are on the 16th of May, and I'm just selling with my Sintra. And you can find this in any save I do, anywhere, same scenario, no difference whatsoever. So for me, it's like by the middle of April onwards in Europe, in a good league with money, if your team is going to win an inferior division, just start considering selling the shit that you don't need. Unless, of course, you have like a divine player, which I doubt you will. Usually we don't have divine players at this level. We can only consider, like, when we are in the first division with a decent team, a decent player, then we might want to keep some players. But before that, let's be honest. For as much as you like a player, they're all shit. Just get rid of them. Get the money, get the space. You'll be very, very happy. And you'll see what I mean. Let me see exactly what is the financial situation here with Sintra. Thus far, as you can see, I actually have 4.9 million euros there to spend with my Sintra, and this is the 16th of May. Let's move on further. I'm just gonna like sell, buy what I can get for the cheapest rates possible, and I buy in this moment as well because there's a lot of unhappy players that once the season restarts will not want to come to your team. This is a great moment to strike the market too, okay? They're unhappy players, they don't want to play in their team, and you wait for the update, you might just lose access to that player. For some reason, the player just gets happy or has some hopes and dreams of playing in that team, and voila, you lost the opportunity. As you can see here, the future transfers as they stand, I'm going to get 8.25 million euros to Sintra, okay? So let's advance this a little bit more so I can prove my point. Let's go into June. I'm signing, selling all I can, I'm always selling all I can. Let me just see here. You see how is the team looking? Before or shortly before, let's go to June. Let's enter June. So as you can see, for example, in my Sintra, I have 3 players that are gonna stay. Guys, 3 players. I might keep these players, probably that's what I'm considering, but the rest are all like sold. And I got 5 million euros in the bank, and I got profit in my way. So I'm considering, or I've already considered, who's coming in July and what I might potentially need, and trying to get the best for the cheapest price possible under that scenario. Moving on, again, center to sign, blah blah blah, update of the season, Signol, whatever. So, as you can see here, by the 24th, I already have 10 million euro, because there are other European clubs and not just that signed before, and I got some money there. Moving into the Premier League here. This was the transition from the second division to the Premier League, so I wanted to do something, and this was the hardest day. I really had to step up my game, and as you can see, the future transfers for 8.75 are there, and this includes everything I'm going to sign already. If there's a player that is missing in my team, I will have like 20 million euros in the bank or almost to get that player. Best strategy to sell like a boss. Okay, I'm saying that it's an amazing strategy, okay? Trust me on this. It's hard to get more efficiency than what I can do, to be honest. I'm not saying it's impossible, but look, as July approached, I'm just checking out see if there's any cancellations here. Blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna check my team. That was like with 3 players there in the first team, as you saw, and now all of a sudden I got a full squad. I'm now gonna check if I need this or that, probably another attacking midfielder or something like that. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna assault the market with that purpose. I am sure that's what I will do. I'm pretty sure about that. Whatever. So here I am. First things first, defining the training. Never forget, put them in the right place. Of course, the usual stuff. Get your players right. You just signed a lot of players, so always review that training. You will, yeah, I'm just comparing here. I spent 2.7 million euros, but I'm sure I got way more. I'm checking the contracts as well, because I signed a lot of players for free, some of them with shitty release clauses, so I always, and I recommend you always reviewing the release clauses. Alright? Here I am, 35,000 in the first season that I spent, 1.2 in the second. Right, so second division B, second division, and now the first division. Boom. Got 11.5 million euro there. So I got a lot of cash, pretty much, I'm sure, in my bank account. And if I need players, you see how easy it's going to be, like 18.5 million euros, you can see it there. That's what I have to spend, so you can see how easily I can just go to the market and assault whatever I want. Of course, as long as I can pay salaries, of course. Make no mistakes, because if you can't, it's the same as having zero million euros for me. Nothing. It's the same as having nothing. Let us just be honest. So this is pretty much it, and then I'm going to sign whatever I might need to complete my team. And probably like by this stage, here I am. Already have my beautiful 22. I don't think this is gonna change, but as you can see, I think I already balanced off my squad. Happy out. I don't know exactly what's the financial situation. I would like to see, just to show you, get the training right, blah blah blah. The usual stuff. There you go. But in the end of the day, I'm starting the season there with 16 million euros in the bank and a perfectly great team, way better than before. I just signed the best things I could. Okay. This is the first example. This is in Portugal, Sintra. Another very similar process to this is, I'm gonna remove this one, is this. And this is Eastleigh FC, one of the recent careers I've done there. Let me maximize this and take my face out of the way, otherwise it's weird. It's confusing to have more and more faces. So we don't need. So let's look at this one. Here I'm going to float into, so I'm going to start to see, as you can see, it's the 17th of May. I already have a few players that I sold during the last month probably, or the last month probably I got these guys sold. As I restart the game and I look at what's happened, I finished, I won the conference, and I'm probably going to sell more if I can. I doubt I won't. If I can, of course, if I can. That's a very important little piece of information, but here I am, putting the guy on the list. Trying to sell, sell more. and sell more. I got 1.8 million euros. I don't know if you saw there. Yeah, I got 1.8 million euros here to spend. It's the 17th of May, as I said. And let's advance here just to see what's going to happen to my team. Similar to Sintra, I'm pretty sure. By April, start selling. See what I mean? Look at all these guys that are already like sold. At the end of the day, you will see how small my team is going to be. Look, these guys are all to sell. All to sell. And here I am, happy out. Probably have a big smile on my face, no? Yeah, they're not too bad. I'm excited, as you can see. But yeah, 1.8 million euros. Gonzalitos, sure. I got 600,000. Probably did some work in my trading ground. At least that's what I want to believe. That's what we would like. See, only one player literally is gonna stay with me from the conference to the 3rd division. Alright? This is not a joke. And as you can see, I have 600,000 euro to spend currently. Right? Had 1.8 before. So what's gonna happen as I reach July? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a beautiful set of 22 players, just setting up my team there. And I'm probably sure I tried to sell that left back too. I doubt I didn't. And the 1st of July is here. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if there's any cancellations. There's a cancellation there. It's always annoying, but it can be worse. You know the way. Now let's just check what happened. Same scenario, so same routine. I sign all my players, see if there's any problem. Then what do? Go check my team. There you go. 22 players, perfect. Perfect. What do I do? Training, boom. Adjust them, put them in the right spots. Do what I have to do. First things first. Always the same routine, always. There's always a method to my madness, always. Unless I can forget, but this is rules of thumb, very basic. That's why I consider this video relevant and not as redundant as all the videos of selling how to sell a player. So, guys, this is what matters. How to transform your entire existence overnight. Get a lot of money out of it. You know what I mean? And just training yourself madly, to the point that every time you move division, look, I got 3.5 million euros in the bank, I had 1.8, then I got 600 after probably construction works in my stadium, because they probably invested automatically in my stadium as well, if I remember correctly, but it doesn't matter. I got the money back, I got an amazing team, and now I'm just probably looking for 1 or 2 players that I need to complete my 22, because as you saw, I reevaluated the value of my team. Again, if I look at my team soon, there. You can see there are like 2 players there, and I'm probably looking like I should sell one of the strikers or something like that, but at the same time I'm in the 3rd division, so I'm sure I'm not going to be too obsessed, regardless. By the time it's close to August, as the season is going to start, I'm sure I'm going to have 22 boys, as always. For long leagues, for European competitions, I always do. Got 2.8 still, and there you go. As you can see, I got 22 players right there, and they're all way more decent. Like Mbemba, for example, I signed that guy from Porto, I remember that. Got really decent like defensive midfielders. You can check that on easily on my channel. I'm just using this to sum it up. But this is the idea, guys. Transforming your team constantly. When you're ascending, you're in a cyclic ascendance. Your team is shit, and you need to invest in infrastructures. You need to buy a new team, you need to do a lot of stuff. It's so easy when you're in one of the G5, G7 leagues, let's say if you include Holland and Portugal. It's just so easy because there's always cash floating around, always. For me, the hardest challenge you can get is in Sweden because of that fact alone, okay? If you think about Sweden, and this is not the Swedish that I'm going to show it Brazil, which basically is the same thing I do all the time, just at different dates. In Brazil, you have to start selling by October, okay? Brazil, you sell by October. By November, you sign everything you can before the update of the season, and you're gonna get a lot of really good players very cheap. By January, you're a king. If not, if you miss one or two players, you got a lot of money. You can sign whoever you want for the position, as long as you renew your contracts and you are an appealing club to play for, because you pay, not because of your status. Doesn't matter. It all matters with how much can you pay a player to play for you. Okay, that is the essence, and don't fool yourselves. It is what it is. As you can see again, 9th of December, and look, my team is pretty much all sold. There are so many players sold already, and I'm gonna do a little update. So I got already, I sold these guys. Future transfers, I'm checking there. 6.5 million euros coming to me. And notice that I'm leaving the 4th division, the Serie D. So I'm leaving the Serie D to the Serie C, and I have a ton of cash for this level coming in my way, plus an entire team. Let's go here for, I have a note here for minute 29. The same story, guys. Same flawless Mario Afonso, boom, management 101. Thank me later. You saw the size of my squad. So 5 million euros coming into my team. And as you can see, I'm going to keep two players for Series C. Meaning that I have an amazing set of players already signed for, most of them for free. And I'm going to get 5 million euros back from my switches, which is pretty awesome. Oh, another thing, if you don't want your transfers to be cancelled, whether if it's in July or in January, what you're going to do is very simple. First, you sell. At least you sell like 2, 3, 4 players to give you a base of money, okay? And then you can start signing your players. Ideally, sell first everything you need to sell, and then you will know exactly what you need to buy. Why? Because the transfers will occur in that order. First, if you sold them first, you'll first get the money. Then you will spend the money for the signing. If you do it the other way around and you don't have money to spend, one of the transfers might be cancelled, okay? Notice that as well. That's a little detail. So the dates, when to attack the market, literally, sell your players and buy your players, okay? And how to do this, in which order. Sell first, then buy, okay? Notice that, always. This is in your ascending route. If not, if you're in the top is boring for me because of that. Because I'm already there in the top. I just have to renew contracts. That's it. Renew the contract for as long as you can with the player and just keep him there. There's nothing else to do. If he's the best thing you can get for that position, you're going to keep him. That's it. Simple. Done. Forever and ever. Okay? That's it. That's all you got to do. So moving on here. We reached January there. So look at the difference. Okay, so I had like one player before this, right? Right? So let us look again. Plus my reserves that are like shit. I'm not even counting on them, or most of them are still. So I had one player there, right? As you can see. I got 1.7 to sell, blah blah blah. And then January approaches, and so I'm setting up my preseason. As January enters, as you can see, I have here at the moment 19 players, so I need 3 players. Probably I'm going to try to sign people. Still trying to sell Xandão, or not, because this is Brazil Serie C, at least in the beginning, especially if I have players coming to me in July. I might survive with this for the state championship, because the state championship is just shit. It's really, really weak. Anyone can do whatever, but still, I'm signing guys to get options. Don't get naked. That's what it is. And probably I'm going to sell that guy for more than I'm buying him right now. That's another one. I always buy these guys in this level, thinking about his age and if he has some value that will shine in my club, and then I can just sell him for some money. But usually, I sell for more than I buy, for sure. For sure. That's the rule. Like that Pablo there, as you can see, I already have like 21, and I'm probably just trying to sign another guy somewhere. So, where was it? So yeah, henceforth, pretty much that's it. Still have 3 million euros in the bank. I can see it there in the background for what I'm doing. And I got an amazing team. This was the save that I won everything in South America. Boom. First chance I got. Dun, 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 dun. I just won. There's just unstoppable. But South America is easy enough. Let's be honest. It is easy enough. Yeah. Checking out my preseason, everything, my players. My 21, trying to get Negeba desperately, but I don't think I got Negeba, unfortunately. Sadio Mane, yeah, right? And my dreams, and there you go. So guys, pretty much this is what I gotta show you, okay? How to buy players, the essence of building your team from scratch, changing the players every season for the best you can have available in your market. Always use your brain, make your renewals, don't forget, you reached the moment, you reached July, you got a lot of players, new players, put them on training, renew their contracts, never get it. You don't want to be caught in the curve of like someone just coming and making a bid for your player and you have to let your player go. But this is pretty much 101 basic stuff that you should incorporate in your game in case you want to take the fullest potential out of it, okay? Hope you've enjoyed this video, motherfuckers. Adios, Mario Fonso saying goodbye and ciao.